Welcome in Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is a mid-year review for 2026, mid-year check-in. So welcome in. Thanks for being here. And I'm also offering a discount, a special on a mid-year review if you would like a personal reading. The link is below, and I'm offering that until I think September 1st. To get your personalized mid-year review. All right, so Gemini, let's see what your energy is. So we're looking at the beginning of this year, what's going on now, and we're looking towards the end of the year. We're seeing where the energy is leading you. But let's take a look at your energy. What's going on with you? This is great. Three of Cups. You know, you are having fun, you're enjoying friends, family, you're celebrating, you're having fun. You're making the most out of life. You're really making a point to be present. You're making a point to have fun. You are intentionally making plans with friends and family. You're doing your best to enjoy your life. This is a really nice energy. Three of Cups is a lot of fun. This is great. There could be for some of you a little bit of avoidance here, but you know what? That's okay. Sometimes that's how you get through life, right? All right, so what does Spirit want to talk to you about? What does Spirit want to talk to Gemini about? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Holding steady, you know, being very intentional, taking care of responsibilities. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's been a little too much playing, possibly. You can be the judge of that. But holding steady. So that's what Spirit wants to talk about. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is moving slowly. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He really is focused. He's in the present moment. He weighs all options. Very intentional, but does not rush into anything. So what else do we need to know about this Knight of Pentacles? What does Gemini need to know about this Knight of Pentacles? Not rushing into anything. There's something here about if you have any windfalls, resources coming in that you weren't expecting, hold on to that. Set that aside. There's something here about that. You know, don't just go and just blow that money. Set it aside. Okay, what else does Gemini need to know about this Knight of Pentacles? Slow and steady. We got the Empress. We got another 3 card here. I really like this. Taking care of yourself, taking care of your responsibilities. I also feel that you are in a place to be supportive of others. So you're probably caring for others, taking care of others, and you're in a really good place for that. Major Arcana card here with the Empress. I'm just seeing what else I get here with this Empress card. A very nurturing energy. Nurturing others, nurturing your environment, being sure to nurture yourself. It's also a very fertile energy. So if there are any Geminis that are wanting to conceive or have a baby, I feel like the last part of this year, that looks very good for you. You have a lot to offer. as far as resources go. But there's very much an energy here of being mindful to take care of yourself first before, you're nurturing others. But not rushing into anything. And again, holding on to any windfalls that you get from now to the end of the year. Just set it aside. Don't make any plans for it quite yet. Just set that aside. That keeps coming up. So that's definitely important. And we've got 2 3s here. 3s in tarot are, it's manifesting energy, and it's something that is just, something's taking shape. It hasn't it's forming. There's something forming here. And especially with the Empress here, there's something forming. It's not quite here yet. And that could be a new life. For some of you, that it could be that you are pregnant and you're bringing, a new life into the world. This could be something that you are manifesting. This is, seeds planted, and you're going to start seeing the fruits of that. You're going to start seeing the sprouts of that. You'll see the fruits towards the end of the year. Okay, so let's take a look at the beginning of the year. What's been going on for you, Gemini, at the beginning of this year? What's been going on for Gemini at the beginning of this year? I'm hearing adoption for some. Maybe some of you are adopting a child. All right, beginning of this year for Gemini. Take a deep breath. We've got the 5 of Wands in reverse. So definitely a chaotic energy at the beginning of the year. It could just be that a situation was blown out of proportion, and energy was exaggerated. It's not a horrible thing, but it's definitely trying to find a solution to a problem. You could have been avoiding something with this card. There can be an avoidance here. What I love about the 5 of Wands, though, is it's a group of people that are all trying to get to the same place, get to the same ending. They all want the same thing. It's just everybody thinks that they know the best way to do it. So it can be hard to come up with a plan. So beginning of this year, maybe you didn't really have a plan. Maybe things didn't feel very solid. The energy feels a little chaotic. Like I said, I heard take a deep breath. So maybe the beginning of this year, it was all about just trying to get through each day, and maybe you were counting to 10. Maybe you were definitely working on keeping your patience, not losing your cool. So nothing major, but yeah, some chaotic energy, maybe a little bit of avoidance. It's good to see where you've been, what was going on, because what was going on is at the beginning of the year has led you where you are now, and you were definitely in a very nice place. Maybe the chaos at the beginning of the year showed you how much you appreciate camaraderie, getting along with others, having like-minded people around, and maybe you set an intention, I'm going to have more fun and less conflict throughout the rest of the year. Let's see what's currently going on with you, Gemini. Current energy for Gemini. Oh, how great. We've got the Ace of Cups here. Really nice energy. You've got a lot of water energy coming up. So all aces I see as blessings from the universe. So the Ace of Cups, gosh, this is heartwarming experiences, opening up your heart. You are connected to your emotions. You're connected to the world around you. I mean, we're always connected, but you are feeling that connection. You're making meaningful connections with others. The Ace of Cups can talk about new love, new relationships, but it's a lot of compassion. This can be a lot of compassion for yourself, compassion for new life that you are bringing in. It's a lot of gratitude. So I feel like Gemini, you are just in a place of gratitude and appreciation. You're so happy for what you have. No, life is not perfect, but you are happy, you are grateful, and you're also open. Interesting, I just did a reading for Taurus, and they had a similar energy where the energy is, I'm being present, I'm living in the moment to the best of my ability, and I'm open to whatever happens. I'm not attached to the outcome. I'm not trying to dictate my life or dictate the energy. I am setting an intention to have meaningful experiences, to be connected to my heart, and you are just appreciating life as it comes. So really nice energy here, Gemini. And I do think when you're not attached to an outcome, the universe can really just surprise you in really beautiful ways. But new experiences, new joy, new ways of experiencing joy, new ways of experiencing love right now for Gemini. So we've got the Three of Cups. I've already talked about the threes. I just want to see if there's any other duplicate energies here. So the Three of Cups, we've got Mercury, we have Venus, we have Saturn. Okay. So let's look at the end of this year. What can you expect moving into the end of this year? And be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. You can get a more detailed look at the year. All right, what can Gemini expect going forward into the end of the year? Well, we've got the Hermit coming in. So right now you are very open, you're connecting with other people, you're having fun. I feel like you are front and center, you're out in the world, you're moving around, you're doing a lot, you're having a lot of fun. Towards the end of the year, you are not necessarily withdrawing. Some of you might be withdrawing, but you're pulling back your energy, you're pulling back your resources. And I feel like this is more of a reflective energy that you're going into with the Hermit energy. I feel like this is just reflecting on the year and trying to decide what direction you want to move in as you go into 2027. I feel like this is planning. You're just planning the next, phase of your life, the next year, pulling back your energy though. I love the Hermit. I'm a life path 9, so the Hermit card it's definitely my card. It's a really nice energy. It can be a difficult energy though as well. There can be, maybe there are a lot of people that expect a lot from you. You probably are very wise. You have a lot of wisdom to offer those around you. So there can be a little bit of a burden that you can feel with this energy, but I don't necessarily feel a lot of that here. It's more reflecting and deciding what direction, what path you want to take going forward. And maybe there's some big choices that you need to make towards the end of this year. Nines are endings, things wrapping up. It's an awareness of a plan unfolding. And interesting with the threes we have here, that's something taking shape. It's something manifesting. It's not here yet. It's just taking shape. And then with the nines, it's a greater awareness of how life is unfolding. You're able to kind of see the bigger picture. It can be a really magical place to be. But I think with this information, you're just trying to decide, okay, I can kind of see how things are unfolding. What's my next move? So let's look at the advice and guidance here regarding this Knight of Pentacles and this Empress energy, this holding steady, this nurturing energy. Advice and guidance for Gemini as they move through the rest of this year. Advice and guidance for Gemini. Oh my gosh, we've got the Four of Wands. Very happy energy here. To me, I feel like the advice here with this is a thresholding energy. This is moving into a new energy. But I think the advice here is to continue cultivating your relationships, continue celebrating, having fun, being joyful. That's really serving you, and that's going to continue to serve you throughout the rest of the year. So appreciating life, you know, it's celebrating life, celebrating your life. We have threes and fours. I love it when the energy is going in order. We got fives here, so 3, 4, 5. You know, life is unfolding. Everything's unfolding in a really gentle way for you, Gemini. I like this. This could also be invitation to get married, commit to something, you know, I don't know. But celebrating life, that's important for you. I feel like that's the message here. Staying present, nurturing yourself, nurturing the people and things that are important to you, you know, really committing to that, and committing to celebrating life. And I feel like Gemini, I feel like you guys can be you're really good at that. Let's take a look at the energy around you. So these are the people around you, the environment around you, and also keeping in mind that this is a collective read. If you would like a personalized reading, the link is below. And I'm offering those through September 1st. All right, so outside influence, energy around Gemini, the environment surrounding Gemini. Okay, this kind of makes sense because I before I pulled the card, I was going to say, I feel like Gemini, I feel like you are the anchor. I feel like you are the one holding it together for everyone. And this makes sense. We've got the Seven of Cups, the energy around you. It's a little confused. The energy around you, the people around you aren't necessarily, they're not sure what's going on. They don't really have a plan. They could be, what's the word I'm looking for? Impulsive. The energy around you, the people around you feel very impulsive. I feel like you are the grounding energy for them, which is interesting because Geminis aren't always the most grounded people, but I feel like you are the one holding it down. But yeah, the energy around you does feel a little confusing. There's a lot going on. It's hard to make sense of things. And there's a lot of people around you being very impulsive. I'm also wondering if some of these people are trying to influence you to maybe take action on something that you don't quite feel is right for you. I feel like that's why the Knight of Pentacles is here. My spirit is saying, don't make any big changes for the rest of the year. Don't be impulsive. Any windfalls you get, put that money aside. There is a little bit of, again, what's the word I want to say here? There's a little, nothing major, but I am feeling a little bit of like vampiric energy here, where I feel like people are seeing your happiness and your joy, and maybe they're trying to vicariously live through you, or maybe they're trying to siphon energy off of you. I don't think they're doing it. I don't think they're intentionally doing it in a mean way. I don't know how aware they are that they're doing that. So hold steady. Don't be impulsive. The energy around you is very impulsive. Don't you be that way. And I don't think you will, because again, you're grounded in your heart. You're grounded in enjoying and appreciating life. You're valuing your life. So I feel like you're making good choices. Just be mindful of the energy around you, the people around you. All right, let's take a look at your hopes and fears. Let's see what we get here. Hopes and fears for Gemini. What's going on here? King of Cups. I feel like this is a very hopeful energy here. You know, you're expecting beautiful things. You just are. You are in a place almost where you're just not accepting anything else. It's having emotional stability. You're also very empathetic. You are generous. You are kind. You are outgoing. And you expect that from the people around you. I think you're wise enough to know where to have boundaries with people. So I do feel like this is a very hopeful card. I would say that there could be people trying to take advantage of you. Again, I don't know how intentional that is. And I don't really feel like that's going to deter you from anything. So just remain in this, you're grounded in your emotions. So remain grounded in your emotions. You're wise. You know what you want. And I would say follow your heart. So I kind of like this energy in the hopes and fears. You don't have any one hope or fear. You're staying very neutral. You're staying present. You're just really enjoying life, and you're excited to see how life unfolds. Potential outcome as we near the end of 2026. What is the potential outcome? Where is the energy taking? Where is this energy taking Gemini? Where is this energy taking Gemini towards the end of this year and beginning of next, I'm hearing? Beautiful energy. We've got the Nine of Cups here. So this is like the Make-A-Wish card. This is your dreams coming true. You have set intentions. You are being very intentional. You've planted seeds and taken action. You've made a lot of changes in yourself. You're being very reflective, grounded, and wise. You're not being, flippant or anything like that. And this is life unfolding in a really beautiful way for Gemini. This is a great card. This is the card of satisfaction, abundance, happiness, good health. Things just keep getting better. I mean, that's really wonderful. I love this. So the Nine of Cups, Jupiter energy here. It's Jupiter and Pisces. So the energy is magnified. So staying in your heart, staying very present is going to be, that's going to be amplified. So hold the energy that you have right now, hold steady there. Finding the beauty in every day, finding the beauty in life. It's really, it definitely benefits you. It's a huge blessing. All right, so let's go ahead and pull 3 cards off the bottom as an additional message here for, wow, look at this, for Gemini. These are some big cards. So we've got the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is you stepping more and more into your power, into your authority. You're gaining more confidence. You're living life on your terms. Feeling very confident, courageous, bold, outgoing, more daring. And then we've got the Emperor here. We've got the Empress. We've got the Emperor. I love this. Taking the lead in your life. You're very dependable. People can rely on you. You can rely on yourself. You can trust yourself. And you're taking action. I feel just a lot of courageous energy here. And then we have the Hierophant, another 5 card coming in. Leaning on your wisdom. The Hermit here, reflecting on your wisdom, reflecting on what you've learned over this year. What have you learned about yourself? You know, this feels like a major leveling up for all Geminis. It's a really nice energy here. I feel like you are unshakable. I don't really feel like there's anything that could throw you off. You can see things for what they are. You can see people for who they are. You're not easily swayed or manipulated. You're grounded in tradition. This is a really beautiful energy. I feel like you're listening to the guidance. You know, you're listening to your guidance. And you're following your unique path. I also kind of wonder if this is also, you know, setting you up for something in the new year. Because there is kind of an entrepreneurial, I have a hard time saying that word, energy here. So I'm wondering if this is your business leveling up, or you starting a business, you going out on your own. I don't know. There's something to that. So I wouldn't be surprised, Gemini, if in 2027 you make some bold, courageous changes in your life. So final card here for Gemini. And again, if you would like this type of a reading for you personally, the link is below, and I'm offering that special until September 1st. So final card for Gemini. Oh my gosh, Taurus got the same card. And I had mentioned earlier that Gemini and Taurus, you guys have a similar reading. So the card is card number 21. It says, beyond the mind, the heart beats. Staying out of your mind, staying out of your head, and staying in your heart is the key. And I feel like that's what you're doing now. That's where the magic is. Unlimited possibilities here for you. So hold steady. All right, Gemini, have a fantastic rest of your year, and I will talk to you very soon.